get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear diesels humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and boarding. There's room for all among the loved and lost. Now there ain't no room for the hopeless sinner whose heart on mankind just to save his own soul. Have pity on them whose chances are thinner, for there's no hiding place from the kingdom throne. Oh, people get ready, there's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. Train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and board them. There's room for all among the loved and lost. People get ready, train to Jordan. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. You don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. You don't need no ticket. When there's nobody else to turn to, who do I talk to? When nobody wants to listen, who do I lean on? When there's no foundation stable, I go to the rock. I know he is able, I go to the rock. I go to the rock for my salvation. I go to the stone that the builders rejected. I run to the mountain, and the mountain stands by me. When all the earth around me is sinking sand, on Christ the solid rock I stand. When the storms of life are threatening, who do I turn to? When those winds of sorrow blow, is there refuge? In the time of tribulation, I go to the rock. I know he is able, I go to the rock. I know he's the rock for my salvation. I know he's the stone that the builders rejected. I run to the mountain, and the mountain stands by me. When all the earth around me is sinking sand, on Christ the solid rock I stand. When I need a shelter, I go to the rock. When I need a shelter, I go to the stone that the builders rejected. I run to the mountains, and the mountain stands by me. When all the earth around me is sinking sand, on Christ the solid rock I stand. When I need a shelter, when I need a shelter, when I need shelter, I go to the rock. God shines his light on me, opens up my eyes so I can see. When I look up in the darkest night, I know everything's gonna be alright. In deep confusion, in great despair, when I reach out for him, I know he's there. When I am lonely, as I can be, I know that God shines his light on me. Reach out for him, and he'll be there. With him your troubles you can share. If you live the life you love, you get the blessings from above. He heals the sick, and he heals the lame. Says you can do it too, in Jesus' name. He'll lift you up, and he'll turn you around, and he'll put your feet back on higher ground. Reach out for him, and he'll be there. In your troubles you can share. You can use his higher power every day. shines his light on me, opens up my eyes so I can see. When I look up in the darkest night, I know everything's gonna be alright. In deep confusion, in great despair, when I reach out for him, I know he's there. When I am lonely as I can be, I know that God shines his light on me. Oh, whenever God shines his light on me, he opens up my eyes so I can see. When I look up in the darkest, darkest night, I know everything's gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. When I feel I can't go on, I need to know that I belong. When everything right seems wrong, you carry me. When the road ahead is tough, I'm so close to giving up, but I fall into your arms and you carry me. You watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe you watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe. Oh, I give all I am to you, and I trust you'll see me through. Deep down I know you've loved me from the start, and if all the world around me was to fall apart, I'd always have you, the king of my heart. You made all the flowers grow. You're the footprints in the snow. When my strength has gone, you are the melody of every glorious song. You watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe you watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe. Trust you'll see me through. Deep down I know you love me from the start. When I was lost you found me, wrapped your loving arms around me. Deep down I know, yes, deep down I know you're king of my heart. of your glory and majesty. Lift up my voice on the Spirit's wings. You're alive, you're alive in me. Words can never express the wonder of your love for me. Deeds can never repay the debt that I owe eternally. But I'll bring you the praise of a grateful heart. Sing of your glory and majesty. Lift up my voice on the Spirit's wings. You're alive, you're alive in me. I may not understand the mystery of grace, rich and free. I could never explain the mercy that reached out to me. But I'll bring you the praise of a grateful heart. Sing of your glory and majesty. Lift up my voice on the Spirit's wings. You're alive, you're alive. Yes, I bring you the praise of a grateful heart. Sing of your glory and majesty. Lift up my voice on the Spirit's wings. You're alive, you're alive in me. You're alive. Yes, I bring you the praise of a grateful heart. Sing of your glory and majesty. Lift up my voice on the Spirit's wings. You're alive, you're alive. Yes, I bring you the praise of a grateful heart. Sing of your glory and majesty. Lift up my voice on the Spirit's wings. You're alive, you're alive in me. You're alive in me. It's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. And he's quick with a joke. He'll light up his smoke. But there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, John, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing us a song, little piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. I hope so. Now, Paul, he's a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. But he's talking with David, who's still in the Navy, and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics. As a businessman, he slowly gets stoned. Well, the sharing a drink they call loneliness is better than drinking alone. La 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 la. La 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 la. Sing us a song, little piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling alright. It's a reasonable crowd. Probably about 5 or 6, 7 or 8, and most of them are abroad.
But they're still here. Even though they're abroad, they're still here.
They are. Well, for the 8 of you that are gathered here tonight, it's just a reasonable, an average crowd.
How
for
do you
Sunday.
know how many are watching?
I don't know. I can tell.
No,
I can
you
feel
can't
I can
tell.
feel- No, hold on. Wait a minute. 38.
Wrong.
And the manager, she gives me a tentative, very cold, spring, unbelievable smile. I mean, it's not a real smile. We went out today and it's so cold.
It's not a real smile.
No, it's not. No, that's not a real smile.
Okay.
That's a pretend smile from.
Okay.
Give me a real smile, which is a I need summer smile. Yeah. It was 12 degrees. It says it felt like 8 or 9, and it did today. It was just so horrible. The sun was shining a little bit, so we went out for a little drive.
It was a nice
and I
drive.
bought you once again
A
an
nice ice cream. It was.
And but I just must tell you, I had a terrible night, so my hip's killing me, and I'm aching. So I'm here because of you. I want you to know that. I want you to have a moment of silence as you think of me. I'm looking. I'm seeing those that are out getting a cup of tea because I can't be bothered. And the manager, she gives me a smile. Because she knows, in spite of all this, that it's
It
me.
is you. It is you.
They've been coming to see. I like that top bodice. It's very nice.
Thank you. It's a while since I've worn it.
Well, have you had a reasonable week? Oh, gosh, it's been busy.
I've had a really busy week this week. Really busy week this week.
It has been. It's been one of those weeks, hasn't it?
It has been one of those weeks.
Fast. We arrived at Thursday when the grandchildren arrived, and we thought we'd died. Well, I thought I'd died when I had to walk her to school, and I thought, I literally can't do this. And she was all bright and breezy, was Poppy.
Ah, she was pleased.
Yep, she was thrilled. I walked back half the speed and got back in and realised that actually we're all just every now and again children just
have a way of making you feel quite old, don't they?
They're lovely.
With their bright, breezy characters, and you're trying to keep up with them. The thing I can't do is sit on the floor with. She wants to play games on the floor. I can't do that.
Yes, Lily, when she sits there, I'm sure Jill and Andy will say the same thing. She says, if you try and sit on a stool or on a, why are you sitting on there, Nana? You've got to sit on the floor, and you find yourself acquiescing to a 4-year-old sitting on the floor.
And it takes around about 10 seconds, 15 seconds to get down,
a long
4 minutes
time
to
get
get
up.
All kinds of noises. Why are you making all those noises, Nana? I just go, I'm refusing. I can't get down there now because I literally will never get. I'm going to have to get an ambulance to pick me up. Anyway, hips and joints notwithstanding.
Indeed.
Because she knows that it's me they've been coming to see. I hope you like, by the way, I hope you like my little variations.
I thought, how long does it take? 4 years to produce that variation. Done this every show for 4 years,
I know.
and you've suddenly done that variation.
I've just done that.
Very
variation.
nice.
But
Very
you like
nice.
the beginning? Do that tender beginning, you know?
No, okay, we've had the beginning.
You don't want
We've had the beginning.
move on.
Can you move on?
I just thought we could just do one song over the whole 2 hours.
Yes.
Just keep
You
doing
do try.
variations of it.
Well, you have been going for 9 minutes now.
I know, I'm trying to break some kind of record. That it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. Oh, the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit in the car and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 la. La 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 la. Tonight, well, we're all in the mood for a melody. We got us feeling alright. Keep something about gilding the lily, isn't there? Something I've heard about gilding the lily.
Something like that.
You don't want. Right. Any comments so far, Susan? Like
they're all saying good evening to each other and how nice it is to see us and how they appreciate.
Right. It is
how they appreciate, even though you are in pain.
Yes.
That you have actually dragged yourself.
I have. And
to sit on a stool. But what we're going to do, can I just say, what we're going to do tonight is we are going to show 2 or 3 videos just so Jonathan can have a chance to get up and walk around and get straight again, and then he'll come back and sit down.
You see, and I know because Elaine Hayward is watching out there tonight, and she's waiting for a hip replacement, and she's in terrible pain. So she comes here for lessons, and we spend about an hour talking about how much pain we're in. It's very sad, just sad old people talking about their pain. We started our tour last. From Friday.
We did. We're not dead yet tour.
We're not dead yet. And do you know what it proved to me?
We're not dead. Yeah, we're not
I'm not dead yet. And it actually, I don't care what the kids think. We are alive, and I'm not kicking anybody.
We're not kicking anyone.
There's going to be no kicking.
Too painful.
And what a great little moment it was just before the show went up when I saw a little message from my neighbour saying, "You've got any super glue?" I love the ordinariness of life. And do you know the really weird thing? It's a God moment, this, you see. This is a kind of we went out, we had to get Sue smashed the drawer in the kitchen. No, come on, confess it. You smashed the drawer. It's been together for 24 years. And she opened it rather aggressively, if I might say so. And the whole thing came apart in her hands. And so she said to me, "JV, could you fix this?"
Did I know?
I think there's something wrong with her, obviously.
Did I say it like that?
What did you say?
I said, "Oh, I've got a surprise for you."
Oh, yes, you did. Those are the very words.
Look.
It's not a surprise. Can I just look in this camera here? Which camera are you using, by the way?
This one on at the moment.
Okay, well, try that one. Put that one on, because I just want to echo my surprise. Right? Have you got it on yet?
No, here. There you go.
There, right, here we go. She asked me to fix something. I just need you to be at this point here.
I don't think I did.
Right? Fix something, ladies and gentlemen. And I was so overwhelmed. I was so pleased that I then managed to stick my hands together with the super glue.
Well, can I just share my Sue moment? Because this
What,
is all
already?
tied up. Yeah, well, because you're taking my thunder a bit, because this was my Sue moment.
This is it.
This is it. Can I just
You've
say,
had a really bad week, haven't you?
Well, it's been full of funerals and preparation and so on. There's not a lot been going on apart from that. Anyway, so my Sue moment.
Yes.
We were out driving this afternoon,
Yes.
and we saw some beautiful bluebells. And Jonathan said, "There we are, bluebells. They're lovely, aren't they?" I said, "They're fantastic." He said, "That can be your Sue moment tonight." I said, "No. The point of my Sue moment is that it's my moment, not what you think." Stop it. Not what you think. Not what you think it should be. So,
but you need face facts. You need me to tell you what your moments are.
No, because then my Sue moment was the truth of it was that I turned round and the front of the drawer in the kitchen, the cutlery drawer suddenly went like that, and the frontice came out and come undone.
The MDF came apart from each other.
So Jonathan,
that quality kitchen.
Jonathan came in and said, I know what we need. We need some super glue. So when we were out, we got some super glue, and he came in and he fixed it. I'm just going to show you something because he fixed it. And here's a picture of him gluing his hat to the drawer.
Is that what I did? By hand or by hat?
Your hat. Actually, that's a lie. You didn't. But I
nearly did. Well, I nearly glued myself to it.
You nearly did. And I mopped up the bit that went on the floor.
So we're very grateful to our neighbour Tracy, whose husband, Dave, his glasses broke around about 15 minutes before the show went up tonight. And she left a little message saying anybody in the road got in. So I said, strangely, I need you to rescue me from the rest of the super glue.
Yes, please take it away.
I don't want it in the house.
We don't want anyone else to have it.
Because it doesn't matter what instructions it actually has on there. I literally cannot follow them. I just say, yeah, it's funny. It says, do not squeeze. Well, I thought, well, how's it going to come out unless you squeeze? So I squeezed, and then he went, delay. No, and that's delay. It's delayed reaction.
Delayed, doesn't
you squeeze it, and it just goes like that. Literally. Like it throws it up, and then it goes everywhere. Super glue. I mean, as it happens, it has mended Sue's violent approach to our kitchen furniture.
They know what the truth is. They know what the
and
truth
there's
is.
the trouble. Can I say, all of men out there, you know what I'm talking about here. All they have to do is say that, and then you go, oh, right? That's it. Oh, and by the way, Mark sends his love and says he's looking forward to going, Mark.
Oh, lovely Mark.
Mark, yeah. No,
the lovely pianist, Mark.
Yes, at last the piano's played somehow. Who's this one for?
Which one are you doing?
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, Darling, kiss me. Fill my life with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, and all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. What were you doing?
I'm just trying to use different cameras.
Oh, right. So now Sue's on her own. She's flying solo tonight.
Point out that lovely Rachel is helping in that she's working and she's keeping an eye on me to make sure I'm behaving myself. But I suddenly remember that I'm meant to be doing all the cameras, so I'm frantically pressing buttons for cameras.
Right, so did I look interesting?
You looked really interesting. Really, really interesting.
That one, I'm going to sing a few kind of, people don't like jazz, some people. And some people
love it. So people really enjoyed that, so get on with it.
The man...
Diana Corris has asked for this one. She loves the way you sing this.
Mona Lisa, men named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is it only 'cause you're lonely, men named you? For that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile. Do you smile, lover Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. I haven't done that one for a long time, have I? No. Well, where were we? on Friday we were at Camberley.
We were at lovely Camberley.
With
and,
Tom, who was our vicar in St Saviour's for many years, and then he moved on.
Then he moved on to Camberley.
And actually, it was a surprising evening, wasn't it?
It was a very nice evening. We were a bit concerned because we heard that they hadn't sold as many tickets as they did last time. But in fact, more people turned up on the door, and it was a really lovely evening. So it was.
Yeah, it was very full.
It wasn't as worrying as they thought it was going to be. And it was lovely to have Cindy there working so hard. So thank you, Cindy, for coming along.
Thank you, Cindy. It was lovely to see you.
In and just helping. And of course, David Hicks. He just sort of saved the hips, didn't he?
Oh,
Hicks for the hips.
I mean, he saved my hips.
Yeah.
I think actually that's part of the thing. Right now, one of the things is that doing the concert, we love doing the concerts. I hate doing the setup, as in really, really hate doing the setup. Because bending it down, putting it all down, if I don't do it, then she has to do it, and I can't have that. So then I'm always exhausted by the time I come to do the show. So it's a matter of finding ways to help, and David has been and is always
help.
He's not very good at taking thanks, is David.
But we do say thank you, David.
When he sorted your printer out for you yesterday. He sorted my printer out
yesterday, and he came and put all the equipment back in the wonderful shed that Andy Hatvarney sorted out for us.
Andy Hatvarney? Is that the Andy Hatvarney who's sitting in
Calgary at the moment?
In Canada? Oh my goodness. Waiting for a snowstorm.
He was out on the cool runnings this afternoon.
Oh yeah, what was that? What does he wrote?
He said something about he was in the Jamaican bobsleigh that was in the 1988
cool runnings.
Olympics. If you've seen Cool Runnings, you know what I'm talking about.
Cool Runnings. That's what our boys love that film.
Yeah.
Cool Runnings. This Jamaican bobsleigh team, and they come and they do this when everybody laughed at them because they were from a hot country. And they'd never done any bobsleighing. Sue's now about to do. No, come on. Sue, all you got to say is no. To do Beach Bacon, you just say beer.
No,
just say beer.
No, I'm not going to do it.
So a little bit of cultural appropriation, please.
No, you do it. I will not. Right, move on.
Well, those who are out there, just try this.
Rachel's got the the wherewithal to do the.
Here we are. We've got the well, you can try this at home. You see, all you got to say is beer. Say beer. There we are. And then can. There we go. Beer can. Right. Now put them together. You want some beer can. You see? A little bit of beer can. It's very, very easy to do. And what? Why are you taking deep breaths?
No,
What's wrong
darling,
with you?
I'm just.
You're
I need
frightened
to breathe.
the show will be shut down. One can only
breathe.
hope.
I need to breathe.
You need to breathe. So.
Right. Well, Lynn Bird, you've arrived. Well done, because I know you were travelling back from somewhere, which is great. And Helen Thomas is in. So. I need you to sing a song because it is Helen's birthday tomorrow.
So, what song do we want me to sing? You mean? Oh, that one, right. Okay.
So, happy birthday tomorrow, Helen.
All right, she's given me this song. She's told me I have to sing
tomorrow.
It. And so here it is.
Happy birthday. Enjoy.
Out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from grace, fallen from grace. God be my witness, I never shall heed till we come face to face. Till we come face to face. He knows his way in the dark. Mine is the way of the Lord. And those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward. And if they fall as Lucifer fell, the flame in the multitudes, scarce to be counted, filling the darkness with order and light. You are the sentinels, silent and sure, keeping watch in the night, keeping watch in the night. You know your place in the sky, you hold your course and your aim, and each in your season returns and returns, and is always the same. And if you fall as Lucifer fell, you fall into flame. And so it has been, and so it is written on the doorway to paradise, and those who falter and those who fall must pay the price. Lord, let me find him, that I may see him, safe behind bars. I will never rest till when, this I swear, this I swear, by the
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Oh,
That was marvellous. That was
Give us a video.
marvellous. Oh, okay, fine. I shall just find you a video. Okay.
Anyone will do. Actually, here's to tell us which one you're going to do, Sue.
I am going to do the dueling keys.
Oh, I like that one.
You want that one?
That one, that's great fun.
Okay.
Here's Mark and I doing
Two
stuff.
pianists together.
Here we go now. Of course, when I was practicing Chopin and Mozart, what I wanted to play was my favourite style of music at that time, and it was the blues and Boogie Woogie. go on. Thank you very much. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello at the moment I hear. I get misty whenever you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm following Should I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty, too much in love. That you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Can't you see that I'm hopelessly lost? That's why I'm following you. I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty, I'm too much in love. I'm too misty, I'm too misty, and too much in love.
Awfully good. Awfully good, Mr. Veira.
Good. And that one, I like to sing for Sylvia.
She enjoyed it.
I love her being in.
Yes, she said that it was brilliant, but I wasn't sure whether it was you she was saying it to or Ben Castle's playing.
Right.
I'm
Right
sure
in.
it was you. I'm sure.
No,
it was you.
I needed reassurance. You know what you said to me today? I'm terribly needy. That's what she said to me. That's what she said to me. She said that to me. I mean, me, the most unneedy person that I know.
How many people do you know?
Not that many people. Do you know a really frightening statistic? This is serious now.
Oh, dear.
Men, we were looking at this just before this afternoon, weren't we? That in the statistic, it's 15% of the population in this country, and it's probably reflected across the Western countries too. 15% of men have no close friends. 15%.
Sad, isn't it?
And since 1994, it's dropped by 25% of those people who can name 6 close friends that they have. But then I think that's true. I think that actually is true.
Yeah,
I
think
really
it's true.
now, I think there were people we were commenting. I don't know what it's like for you people out there, but I don't know if you could count up the amount of people that are close friends. So therefore, I would say to you, value the friends that you've got, because
Absolutely.
it
Appreciate the
seems
friends.
actually, be grateful. Gratitude is something that we have been concentrating on this week, actually,
We have.
as a result of watching. Strangely, a comedian, Jimmy Carr,
Yes.
somebody you would not.
I have to say,
expected
I
this. It was
I
a
don't like him
podcast.
very much, but he was on a podcast, wasn't he? And he said some very sensible things. And one of the things that he was commenting on was that in 10, 15, 20 years' time, you would love to be where you are now.
What he said, the words he actually used were, he said you'd give everything that you had for the position of fitness, health, and being able to do things.
Yeah.
And I definitely, you look at that, you recognise that. You know, things getting out of a car. I mean, there's so many noises that we make now. Oh my goodness, just to get up out of a chair. Do you know? No, you sleep now. You sleep in the front of the house because you can't bear sleeping with me anymore because I'm just too completely.
Fidgety and noisy.
I am. I'm always up and down.
Too fidgety and noisy.
Always Lulu, etc. But also fidgety, and so I'm stretching out. I realised I woke up the other day, Sue. This is a really worrying notion. I woke up with the word, and I just went prison break, prison cell. This was 3 o'clock in the morning. I try and do a word search, and I'm not worried. I'm like, should I be worried about my mental health? I just need to know. What?
I think the thing is that
It's very difficult to tell.
if you do have any future problems, it's going to take me an awfully long time to realise that there is anything amiss.
Yes, that is true. Actually, that is going to be true. This. I think
Where
we
we
should
going
do.
next?
This has come to the moment for the people who are
These very special
celebrating.
people. Yes.
Now,
Gareth and Joy.
Yeah.
This weekend, was it yesterday or today? I'm not sure which. Was your 45th wedding anniversary? Remarkable achievement. That's Sapphire, and you have been a very special couple to this community, and we have so appreciated all that you have brought all that you are, and it has come to our notice that it is your 45th wedding anniversary this weekend. Helen reminded us, but we'd also heard from you, Gareth, so we thought that it would be appropriate to sing something for you, and so
here's a song I think particularly for Gareth. I sing this
Yeah.
one because I usually sing songs for Gareth. It's not really for Joy. This is for Gareth, to be honest. And they call it puppy love. Oh, I guess they'll never know how a young heart really feels, and why I love her so. And they called it puppy love, just because we're in our teens. Tell them all, oh please tell them, it isn't fair to take away my only dream. Stand by, Sue. Someday what a day. You'll be back in my arms, what a day. Someone help me. Help me. Help me, please. Is the answer from above. How can I ever tell them this is not a puppy love? One more time. Oh, I cry each night out my tears for you. My tears are all in vain. I hope and I pray, oh, maybe someday you'll be back in my arms. What a day! I'll be back in my arms. What a day! Someone help me! Help me! Help me! Help me, please! Is the answer up above? How can I ever tell them this is not a puppy love? This is not a puppy love.
I'm so sorry, Gareth. I am so sorry. I know Joy will have enjoyed that because Donnie is her second love. She said the other love, but I think we'll say her second love.
And this, the story, those of you who don't know, is that he was driven to a concert in Wales by Joy, where the concert was Donny Osmond.
That's true devotion, folks.
That was. And he had to
True
sat there,
devotion.
one of about 8 men, sitting quietly in the audience. Can I just tell you, though, two things. One, I love Donny Osmond. Now, I think,
great
worryingly,
singer.
I knew this song a bit too much, didn't I?
I have to say, we decided that it would be good fun if Jonathan did it, and we've been in the car listening to it today. He didn't need the words. Can I tell you, people? He did not need the words, which means that he already knew it really well.
Cry each night.
I think you were in your bedroom with your hairbrush.
I was. No, I thought, actually, because I was in love with a girl called Deborah Nottage, and she, at school, and honestly, she was my dreams. I was only about 13 or 14, and I used to pretend singing it to her. I cried each night, Deborah. I feel for you, Deborah. My life is only. My tears are all in vain. I never knew most of the words, but I hope and I pray. Anyway, that one. But I love Donny Osmond. He did an album recently,
Well, actually,
which was the best of his.
Can I just say, you may not know this, but Jonathan was mistaken for Donny Osmond.
This is
once.
true.
This is absolutely
Absolutely
true.
true.
You were up at BBC House.
BBC,
weren't you?
I was doing a Radio 3 interview, actually rather strangely. And I turned up to the Radio 3, I was going up for an interview about English National Opera. I was doing a piece, a role in the opera. Sean Hannity, Hannity, that's right, on Radio 3, his praise afternoon programme. And they wanted me to sing a few songs and on Radio 3, and it's very highbrow, you know. So I turned up and I was going through Broadcasting House, and Radio 2 and Radio 3 in those days were right next to each other. And as I walked up to the door, there were a whole crowd of people, literally about 70, 80 people round the door with autograph books.
Autograph books, pens.
Pens in
Jonathan
the ready.
thought, I've arrived.
I thought, and this man rushed up to me. No security. My security had stayed in the car, clearly. And David Hicks wasn't around in those days, otherwise he would have seen them off.
Oh, sorry,
Anyway, the guy came up to me and he said, could you sign my book? You are Donny Osmond, aren't you? I said, look at the teeth. Anyway,
you said actually I'm
Johnny Osmond.
Yes.
Johnny Osmond, Johnny Giovanni, and anybody else you want me to be. But it was a great moment. I went into the Radio 3 studio and I said to him, can I just say it's very lovely to be here today? And on Radio 3, and I said, I was just mistaken for Donny Osmond. And I went, and they called it Puppy Love. I think think we were doing Tosca. It's advertise Tosca. Anyway, that's. I just thought I would do that one for you. Now you wanted. I think.
Yes.
This is what you had at your wedding,
Yes.
and
this is
you wanted
only
it.
good and proper.
You wanted. There was the old version. To God, and to God be the glory. Great things He hath done. So loved He the world that He gave us His Son, who yielded His life an atonement for sin, and opened the life gate that all may go in. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him the glory, great things He has done. And I rewrote the tune, and you asked for this one. Here we go. So you get two for the price of one. To God be the glory, great things He has done. So loved He the world that He gave us His Son, who yielded His life an atonement for sin, and open life gates where all may go in. So praise to the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Oh, praise to the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him glory, great things He has done. Oh, give Him glory, great things He has done. Join in if you know it. If not, it's very quick to easy to memorize. Oh, perfect redemption, the purchase of blood to every redeemer, to every believer, the promise of God, the vilest offender, who truly believes from Jesus a pardon receives. So praise to the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Oh, praise to the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him glory, great things He has done. Oh, give Him glory, great things He has done. Great things He has taught us, great things He has done. Great our rejoicing through Jesus the Son, the purer and higher and greater will be our sense of wonder when Jesus we see. So praise to the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Oh, praise to the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him glory, great things He has done. Oh, give Him glory, great things He has done. Praise to the Lord, let the earth hear His voice. Oh, praise to the Lord, let the people rejoice. Oh, come to the Father through Jesus the Son, and give Him glory, great things He has done. Oh, give Him glory, like that. I really
That's
was.
lovely.
Mark and I, we wrote that one. That was one of the first one on the album, isn't it?
It is.
On the Hymns Project 1. And if you'd like to get it, we'd love to sell it to you. It's only £10 plus postage and packing. Have it with you, and you can get you get all the words with it in the CD. You see, the thing about having it on your phones, it's all very well, but the phones actually can't tell you information about. It can't give you words. It can't give you who recorded it, why we recorded it, all this stuff. So it's I like these. I like CDs or records because you can touch them. That was when we bought Puppy Love, or when we listened to Puppy Love. It was on it was 2 minutes 45, I think. Right, nothing was over two and a half minutes.
Radio play.
Radio play. They cut it down to 2:05 or what is it? That's what Billy Joel's song says. It, But I am the entertainer. And he says they put it in the bargain bin basement, but they also cut it down to 2:05. Well, that's what everybody would say to me. If you've got a song, you've got to cut it down to radio play size. But we did that. We bought Puppy Love and I still have 45s in my studio.
When he says we bought it, he doesn't mean him and I.
Oh, no. Sue never bought. Did you? That's a good point. Actually, okay, all right. Here's a quick one. What was your first 45? Everybody, write it in now. What was your first 45? Your 45 RPM. I don't know whether many of you bought it on that. I know there are people out there who probably bought it on the 78s.
I can tell you what my first and my last ones were.
Go on then.
Albatross.
Dum 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 bum 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 dum dum bum
I have to stop it. The subtitles are being rude now.
Bum bum. Oh. Okay.
Lots of bums.
Boo 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 boo. So what's it saying? Bum bum.
Oh dear, we've got.
Sorry, what we've got?
Got the giggles again.
Right, no, I like it.
Okay, so I have to say that the fact that I'm married to a musician, the sad thing is that I never bought very much music at all. I think I bought that as a single, was Albatross, and then I think I bought a Simon and Garfunkel, and that was it.
What, singles?
No, that was the only single I bought ever.
What about records?
Just Simon and Garfunkel, I think, bookends, and that was it.
You still got it? I've still got it in the in there.
And that was it, I'm afraid.
You bought bookends. What was that? That was
Time it was a time it was.
She could sing it all. But is that what? Hello, son, my old friend. I come to talk with you again.
That wasn't on bookends. That was on Sound of Silence.
Oh, okay. Sound of Silence. Okay. What's on bookends then?
I can't remember now. So people are replying. I need to find out what people are saying. So, the Beatles, Beach Boys, Sloop John B.
Okay, go on.
Can I just say, I nearly sang Sloop John B on international television. You didn't know this, did you?
No, I didn't. Go on. Don't miss the trick.
Okay, well, I'll try and read and do
Sloop
anything
John
else.
B.
Sloop John B. I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Okay.
Donna Summer, I Feel Love.
Oh,
Because this is from Sandy Forshaw. She said, I couldn't get my parents to buy Puppy Love.
Who said that?
Save your kisses for me, said Helen Poole. No, you don't have to play them all.
Kisses for me, save all your kisses for me. Brotherhood of Man.
That's the one. Silence is Golden by the Tremolos.
Silence is golden.
Downtown was given to me.
Downtown. Downtown. Whatever, go on. Next.
I was the top 6:45, including 19th Nervous Breakdown. Don't Sleep. Oh, it was the top 6:45, including 19th Nervous Breakdown and Don't Sleep in the Subway. Darling.
What's that one?
Tiger Feet.
Oh, I really love those tiger feet. I really love those tiger feet. That one.
The younger ones amongst us are saying we didn't have 45s, we had tapes.
Yeah, shut up.
Beatles, Love Me Do, Blackberry Way. Linda saying, I can't remember, it was so long ago. Oh, Adrian Pinnock says, Alan Price, Getaway.
What was that one? Alan Price.
Getaway. Do, 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 do.
I get away. Bum doo doo doo. That's mana mana. Dun doo 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 doo. Is that the same one?
Brenda from Thorney says, "Build me up, Buttercup."
But what's that one? What's
The Wombles, says Peter Jewell.
built it underground, overground, wombling free. The wombles of Wimbledon coming our way. And making good use of the things that we find. Make it all behind. Uncle.
2 or 3 people have bought Crazy Horses. We were listening to that today.
Crazy horses. That was the Osmond Brothers. I love that. Gave them credibility.
Right. That all got very exciting, didn't it?
Well, that was, anybody else?
Yeah, people are writing it all the time.
Keep going. This is starting to get interesting.
Beg, Steal or Borrow
What's that
by
one?
the New Seekers.
The new. Did anybody
Joy
buy?
Hill says, "I still have the Puppy Love single. But the first single I bought was Herman's Hermits. Years may come, years may go."
Oh yeah.
David Moon says, "Life on Mars" by David Bowie.
The life on Mars.
And Helen Poole says she had a whole vinyl album of the Wombles.
Who?
Helen Poole.
Yeah, but that would make sense, Helen. I would say that you would have done. Yeah. I hate to say it, but you are that kind of wombly person.
This is quite fun.
This is quite. What else? Anybody else? Come on.
I'm just trying to catch up.
Just catch up.
Cliff Richard and the Shadows.
Which
says
one?
Marion Gaff. She didn't say which one. And the first
Which one,
LP.
Marion? Sorry?
The first LP was The World of Val Doonigan.
Oh, who's that from?
That's Sharon. That's Marion Gaff.
Marion Gaff. Val Doonican. It's all cardigans, isn't it? And a boom, a boom.
And a cheeky smile.
A cheeky smile. That was Val for you, wasn't it?
Puppet on a String by Sandy Shaw.
Yes.
Says Jerry Cowie.
So how's it go?
No, that's not right.
Come on. Like a puppet on a string.
I can't remember now.
Oh, I can't remember it. I know it.
Helen Thomas says Pinky and Perky. I'm glad your tastes have improved, Helen.
Helen Thomas.
Yes.
Thank the Lord for that. Goodness. Pinky and Perky.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it was. It was Radio 2, wasn't it? It was. It was. Who was it? The morning show on Radio 2. Dave Edmonds? Not Dave Edmonds. Well, what was it? Anybody else? Mine was.
What was it?
I remember the first one I bought was Yoko Ono, and so this is Christmas. The green one. I've still got the green. The green
still
out
got it?
45. And what have we done? Because we weren't allowed to buy any stuff like that. That was all. In fact, I remember. My mother will be watching this, so I'll tell you the one. I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool, and I'll do anything you ask. I'll be your something and your something and your something, and a something.
So what happened to that?
Dad put it on the top shelf.
He
so we couldn't
confiscated
get
it,
Yeah,
didn't he?
He confiscated it. And the only thing I ever wanted to play was that album. And that only talks about why prohibition is a terrible thing. Because all it makes you want to do is play the thing that you've been told not to play. So,
Yes,
Jimmy Osmond,
thank you. Adrian Pinnock, Ed Stewpot. He did family, not family favourites. It was the sort of, it was a great programme. I enjoyed that.
It was. So having said all that,
Right.
have we got one from, so is Sylvia, has Sylvia put one in?
No, she has put one.
I bet she didn't buy one.
She might have gone home.
She might have gone home by now. Now, I think actually what I want to do is I want to do a song for. Now, I hope Martin Nordell.
Martin Nordell, I hope you're watching because Jonathan's about to do a song for you.
Yeah, right. Could you write in now, Martin, if you're watching? Because I'd like to do a bit of Billy for you. And you sent me this. You sent a version of this on Facebook. And so I'll. In fact, Sue, you just pass me my phone, will you? And while we're talking, you heard it, didn't you, Sue?
I did hear it.
Did you like it? Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
I'm just going to write to him, see if we can get him on, because I think actually he'd like to hear it. Martin Nordell. I'm singing a song. This is what's called live stuff. I'm dinging a dong song for you now. Singing a song for you right now. There we go. Here it goes. And this one is And So It Goes. And I hope I can get it right because I love this song.
I hope you can too.
It's very beautiful. It's a song of Well, of love lost, I think, in so many ways.
In every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds from lovers past, until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tones. You answered me with no pretense, and still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense, and every time I held a rose, it seemed I only felt the thorns. And so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you soon, I suppose. But if my silence made you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you, and you can have this heart to break. And this is why my eyes are closed. It's just as well for all I've seen. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. But if my silence made you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you, and you can have this heart to break.
That was rather lovely. Very tender song, isn't it?
It's the most. I
Gareth,
think.
Gareth said it was written about Billy Joel's doomed relationship with Elle Macpherson. There was a 15 years age gap, so
Well,
it was
it's
never...
usually doomed. Those relationships, basically, that the person is older than the other person, it's doomed to failure, isn't it, Sue? When somebody's that old, that much older, pointing when it's that much older, right, then it's doomed. It's doomed. I mean, look at her. Look, she looks all of her 78 years, doesn't she? So, but you're doing well. That sandpaper in the morning is just working, isn't it? Just keep doing it. Just rubbing harder, all right? That's what I'm recommending. Okay. Is that right? What time is it? It's 10 past. It's time for another video.
Okay, which one do you want, darling?
You select, Sue, and tell them why.
Okay, right. So let me just find the vids. Okay, where are we? Okay, so I think we'll give Jonathan a bit of a wander round on this one because he needs a bit of a stand up and move around. He's getting cranky. So this one is from the concert we did at the Yvonne Arnaud Theatre in Guildford. And Jonathan introduces it with a story about children in poverty in South Africa, and you did a concert to raise funds for that. And you're telling the audience about that, and then he sings this beautiful song by Paul Field called Child.
I did a concert over in Northern Ireland for the sufferers of AIDS, children who had been born with AIDS, and we were doing for a house for these children to live and die. Most of them wouldn't reach the age of 9 or 10. And these children dying all over the world, before the tsunami, in Africa, horrendous figures. And I look at it, and I look at my own 3 children, the whole idea of never seeing my children again because they're dying, because they do not have enough to eat. I am wrecked over that. I am outraged. I'm outraged, and we live in a place like Guildford where we throw more food away in one day than these people have for a whole year. And when I recorded this album with Paul Field about 2 years ago, he came up, he sent me some songs, and I'm going to sing a few of them now. And one of the songs was Child. And when I recorded it, I said to Paul, I want the children to come and sing it with me, to say, this is my Danny, whose voice is now broken. He's now nearly 14, and he recorded this, and Nicky, my other son, who's now 11, he also recorded it, and I've got another few children here who sung on the album. And it's just a great privilege to be part of that with them.
There's a child, tears in her eyes, staring down the war-torn streets. The burned-out tanks and empty shells lie all around her feet. Friends and family, home are gone. Her world is torn apart. She pays for someone else's politics with the scars across her heart. See this child with tears in her eyes.
Angels cry in heaven tonight for the children of the world. The kingdom's gates are open wide for every boy and girl.
They're searching for a savior, but who will show the way? So the children of tomorrow can find the love they need. There's a child with pain on his face, staring out across the hill, with the trees and hard-baked ground, a silent, lifeless still. He's lost me long forgotten, but his next may never come. Someone stole away his future before his life's begun. See this child with pain on his face.
Angels cry in heaven tonight for the children of the world.
find the love they need. Oh, angels cry in heaven tonight for the children of the world. The kingdom's gates are open wide for every boy and girl. They're searching for a savior, but who will show the way? So the children of tomorrow, how they need a star to follow. So the children of tomorrow can find the love they need.
Well, that was some memories there, wasn't it,
Gosh,
Sue?
it was.
19
Do you know-
years.
Yes, 2005, that video. 2005.
And what does that mean? It reminded you, didn't
Yeah.
it? Rather
Well,
sadly, but
it's
fondly
very poignant,
as
but
well.
actually it's rather nice. My dad came to that concert, and he's in something like the second or third row, and I can see the back of his head, and I can see him laughing and so on. And so this was filmed at the beginning of the year, wasn't it? Was it January we did it? And then my dad died May that year. So this is my last record of my dad, which is amazing,
true.
actually.
But
And
you've got a record
he
of him.
just loved it. He just loved it. And one of the things that we did when we had everyone back to the house after the funeral was that we watched this video for the first time, and we were all dad spotting in this video, going, "Oh, there he is, there he is."
Because I left, didn't I? I had to go back to France.
Yeah.
I never saw that. Didn't see
Did
that.
you know? You must have done. It was directly after the funeral, darling.
Must have
Anyway.
put it out of my mind.
Anyway, and of course, to hear our boys singing, because they are now 31 and 33, which is an
Yes.
awful lot.
Yes, so that was Danny singing. La da dee da dee da. Da dee 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 da 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 da. And his voice was. Well, how old was he when he did it?
He was 13, was he?
And his
13?
voice was still intact, wasn't it?
No, he was. Yeah, he was born 91, so he must have been 14 when he recorded this. So he hadn't quite lost
the treble, the boy treble. And then Nick put the word today, and he was only, how old was he?
And he was 11.
Was he? Are you sure? Because that feels like a lot younger than 11.
10 maybe.
Yeah.
It was 2005. He was born
But they all
in 93.
came into the studio, these kids. We had about 8 or 9 kids. Matt's voice had broken.
Yeah.
So he sat in the studio listening to it. It was his favourite album, I think, that because he was involved with it. The first one he was involved with. But we had them all in the studio singing this. And
it's very-
talking of
it's
Paul,
sweet.
it was a very interesting time, that album.
Yeah, Paul writes some fantastic songs, doesn't he? Absolutely
John
fantastic
Bound
songs.
had written,
commented
what did
on
John
that.
said?
Yes.
He writes some and he does.
does.
And such
Songs.
that, wonderfully, I'm going to go and sing with him. I'm a little guy. I'm not much, but he's doing his 50 years
He's
in
doing
the
a
business,
concert, and you're doing
and I'm
a
a
guest
guest
appearance.
spot of 2 or 3, songs that we do together, things that we've sung together over the time, and possibly now I recorded this one many years ago. This one is for David Hicks, because David, I didn't know this, but the coincidence is that he came across me through this song, which was in his playlist at university, because he's a lot younger than I am, a year, I think. Possibly
He's
2
about the
years,
same
that's
age
it.
as you.
Yes.
But he
he
was a
looks-
great fan of Nutshell, wasn't he?
He was.
And
Paul Field and
and so on.
Nutshell. And that was the first band that Paul was in, Paul Field and Nutshell. And then he changed that to Network 3, I think, when he then was doing Cliff Richard. He was the backing vocals for Cliff Richard. And when we worked together, sometime after that, he then went and worked in the States, writing a number of big hits over there in America. And one of these was, I think, one of his early songs, if I'm not mistaken,
I think it was.
Empty Page from Nutshell. And we recorded it together when we recorded the album Rhythms of the Heart. And here I'm going to do a couple more songs because I'm doing a concert with him on that day, on the 11th in Croydon, at, we think it's Emmanuel. Somebody correct us.
David or Elaine will be able to correct us, I think. David Hicks knows where it is.
Yeah, or Jerry Cow. Is Jerry in tonight?
Yeah, he's making lots of poems.
Has he got anything that I can hear?
Darling, I'll move back to them. It's okay.
Oh, right,
There's quite a lot going on here.
Okay, I know you're doing it. All right,
Empty
here we go.
Page,
Let's do
Empty Page.
Empty Page. I'm nothing without you. I'm not ashamed to say, but sometimes still I doubt you along my way. I am nothing without you, an eagle with no wings. I forget about you, I lose everything. My heart's an empty stage. Oh, let your play begin. All my life's an empty page for you to color in your love. It's such a common feeling be misunderstood, but from you there's no concealing. You know my bad from good, but I'm not pretending that my story never fails, but I've already read the ending, and your love prevailed. All my life's an empty stage. Oh, let your play begin. we begin to learn what freedom really means. I am nothing without you. I'm not ashamed to say, but sometimes still I doubt you along my way. I am nothing without you. I'm eagle with no wings. If I forget about you, I lose everything. Oh, my heart's an empty stage. Oh, let your play begin. Oh, let your play begin. Oh, my life's an empty page for you to cover in your love. I'm nothing without you.
Lovely. That was nice to hear again,
enjoy that?
actually. I did enjoy that.
Good
I
song,
did.
actually, isn't
yeah,
it?
It is a good song. It is a good song.
People
you,
enjoyed
David.
that?
Thank you, David, for
Yeah.
persuading him to do it.
Yeah.
Good choice. Where are you going next?
Did people enjoy that one?
They did. They did.
Where am I going next? I don't know yet.
No.
I'll just let me have a breather. I think you should do the. I think you should think about
I
doing
think
the
I should
notices.
think
It's
about
9:30.
doing the notices. Okay, let me do the notices then. Okie dokie.
We've got a few biggies to finish, and then we're on our way home. Are we? How are we getting home tonight?
Catching the bus, I think, aren't we?
It's.
Okay, people, ignore him now because it's over to me.
No,
so
I'm just thinking. No, because I haven't got any money. Did you bring your old age pensioners pass? Because I could catch a lit with you, couldn't I? I'm just saying. Just.
would you like me to do the notices?
I would love you to do the notices
Okay.
soon.
Let's do the notices. So, we had a great time at Camberley, as we said, on Friday. We've got a few lovely dates lined up. May is absolutely chock-a-block, as you can see. The 4th, we are up at All Saints Church in Gainsborough, hoping to see a few lovely people from the community there. And then on the 11th, it's not there, but Emmanuel Church is with Paul Field. The 18th is when we start our lovely Scottish trip. Would you be quiet, please? Thank you. So, Scottish trip. Cowdenbeath on the 18th. 24th is at Perth, and the 25th is at Saltcoats. So we're looking forward to seeing our lovely, lovely Scottish friends up there. We're going to stay with Colin and Fiona Richards for a bit, and then we're going to stay with John and Liz Bathgate for a bit. And it's going to be a splendid time up there.
Really looking forward to
Really looking forward to that trip. June, at the end of June, we are at All Saints Church in Leyland, which is near Staines in Middlesex. That is where we got married so many years ago.
42.
Nearly 42 years ago. 42 years ago. So that's going to be a great night. Looking forward to that. And then in August, we are back up to Thornley Hotel. So a few of you reprobates are joining us there, which is marvellous. And we're looking forward to that week there, 17th to the 24th of August. September, we have 2 dates in there at the moment, possibility of a third, but I'm still waiting to hear. So that is the 14th, which is at St Andrew's Church in Shottery, which is near Stratford-upon-Avon. Lovely people there, really looking forward to that. 21st, we are at Old Rowan Methodist Church in Aintree near Liverpool. So looking forward to those 2 dates. October sees us in the United Church in Winchester, courtesy of Dorothy. and we're grateful for that. So looking forward to joining her family and at that church there in Winchester. 26 sees us back at St John's Church in Stoneleigh. We had a great time with them last year, so we're very much looking forward to returning. Haven't got the dates on there, but we have the next date, which is with it's Pusey, along with Mark and Hayley there. So looking forward to seeing any people that might be able to join us in Pusey for the first of our Christmas shows on the 23rd of November. And then on the 6th or 7th, I can't remember which, we're at Bentley in Surrey doing another Christmas evening. So there are spaces, people.
One other.
Yes, possibly one other. So there are spaces, people, for other dates if you wish to.
Yeah, I think there are about 4 or 5 dates. That
Yeah,
we could
yeah.
do,
So
just
if-
adding to that.
If you're interested, then you need to contact me. And you will do that either by going through the website or preferably going through sue@jonathanveira.com, as is on the screen now. So I would love to talk to you about any ideas that you have about putting a show on, and I can talk you through that, about what's involved and all the help that you will get. If you want to know more about the dates that I've just put up, you want to know how to get tickets and how much the tickets are and what time it starts, that's all on our website, which is www.jonathanveira.com, and it will be on the calendar there. If you wish to buy CDs, then there is a shop that you can poodle along to and either buy the book or the CDs. It's in books or CDs, and that's marvellous. So the Steinway room, we have a couple of dates that we know definitely. The 28th of April, so next week we will be here, next week, and then May the 12th.
But before,
So just next week and May the 12th.
And what's happening next week, Sue?
Next week we've got the marvellous Adrian Pinnock joining us, so that would be a laugh, apart from anything else.
Not from anything else. But he's coming in to talk specifically and in detail. They had their annual general meeting.
Yeah.
And part of that is to talk about the work of and the continuing work of YGAF and all of that. Okay.
I'll put you up on the screen in a minute.
Okay.
About that
All
one.
right. Sorry, I thought I was on the screen.
No, you weren't. And so the 12th of May, we will be back in here, and that will, I think, be with the Arthys, the couple who had the terrible motorbike accident, lost a leg each, and have carried on doing marvellous things about forgiveness and so on since then. So they are a great couple to spend some time with. If we look at social media, you can see that this is how you subscribe to YouTube. You need to tap on that subscribe button, and then as soon as we put anything up on YouTube, you will get the information coming through. And it's a great help to us if you do subscribe, because as soon as we have more subscribers, we get more options of various things to do. And eventually, maybe we might get £12.50 or something like that from it.
Oh, I think we're up to £8
Are we?
so far.
Right, okay,
Yes.
fantastic.
So that just goes back into whatever we earn, by the way, doesn't come to us, obviously not.
No.
It just goes back into the system.
Yes, it goes back into
and
the pot.
Back into the pot.
And not to forget that we have our marvellous Community Away Day, the southern version, on the 20th of November. And the places are on a first come, first served. Registration will open at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. The costs and so on will go up onto the website as we get them through from Stuart this week. But if you want to register the fact that you are interested, then please feel free to do so. So it's at St Catherine's, Parmore. That's near Henley, and we had a marvellous time there last time, and the people that stayed really enjoyed it. And you can stay if you wish the night before,
Very
and
reasonable.
or the night after, which makes a real treat for so many of you. And it's a full day where we'll come along and join you and do
Great
all kinds
food.
of marvellous things. The food is lovely, actually.
really
The food
is.
is really lovely.
The accommodation is spectacular. The grounds are spectacular. Everything's pretty impressive,
Yes.
actually. And then
Yeah.
there's me.
Yes. And who can say that they do not want to spend time with JV?
Well, there are quite a few people, but I want to spend time with you at least.
If you are not yet a part of the JV community Facebook group, you need to join us, because it is a marvellous group of lovely, kind people who are helpful and supportive to one another, or they just put up silly jokes that make us all laugh. So it's a very safe place, it's a very kind place, and we would love you to join us. Now, you go onto that link that's shown there, jvlive.uk/JVC Facebook group. However, you will be asked some questions to answer about whether or not how you found us and so on. Please answer them, because it makes it very difficult for us if you don't. So it's only a couple of questions.
A question about that. Do they just tick a box, or do they have to write in? Do they have to write stuff, or do they just tick a box?
I think they just tick a box, or they just say how they know how they come across it.
Right.
Can I just give you some? Can I just give you some information, hot off the press? The information about the costs for the away day have come through, and they are there. So when you register tomorrow morning, you will be able to see all the costs. Thank you, Claire.
Well
and thank
done,
you,
Claire.
Stuart, for getting on going on this. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to finish the notices there, and we are going to put you through to Got a Friend Trust, Mr.
Yes.
Veira.
And so, Got a Friend Trust, here we go again. I say it every week, and I'm going to keep saying it every week. We got Adrian to come, and so I'm not going to go on and on tonight, because we've got Adrian coming over. And what he's doing next week is very special, because he is literally... he's got a church licensing. They're licensing the vicar in the church in Ventnor on the Isle of Wight at 3:00 next Sunday. And from then, he's going to get the 6:30 ferry, I think 6 o'clock or 6:30 ferry, and be with us by around about 8 o'clock when we start. So he's probably going to come in the back door, and we'll have it ready for him so he can come in and talk to you. And he'll probably stay the night and have breakfast with us the next morning, which will be nice. I hope he can. I hope he can do that. So, but he will be talking about in more detail about why it was set up in the first place, why it's for you. It's not for somebody else. It's for you. Okay? And I think that's just the thing I'm going to say. It's for you. That pointy thing, I'm going to point it at you. Because often people go, well, I'm not, and I heard it from Liz. Somebody say, Liz is going through all kinds of stuff at the moment, Liz Ormiston, and I don't know whether she's listening tonight, she's in. And she's finding it difficult, where people celebrate their 45th.
She's celebrating her 45th, but without her
husband
who's
in the care home with dementia. And so, there's a flip side to everything. Life is tricky. Life can be tricky. And actually, please, if you care about all of this, and I know you all do, you're very nice, please be sensitive. Don't throw verses at people in some kind of way that it's going to be the cure-all. If you throw a verse at somebody and they catch it, then it will work. It's not the Bible is not, it's not magic, okay? What you are meant to be doing is bearing one another's burdens. That's what the Bible talks about, bearing one another's burdens. And if you're not Christian and you know about this, you just send them a message. You say, we're thinking of you. What can I do? Can I do anything? And now, if I were closer, I would do something, I would. And we feel for you, but not just you, everybody. In the same way, the JV, You've Got a Friend Trust, it exists for you and for your need at this time. Tomorrow you may be fine, and then you can help others. And that's what many people have done. They've received help, and when they're in a better position, they then give some money to the organisation, and then that feeds, it goes around in a kind of cooperative. So if you're feeling that this week and you would like to get some help, or you feel that there's somebody that you feel you could recommend to get some help that would really do it, they do not have to be in the community, they do not have to be of any... There can be a faith, no faith, doesn't matter who they are. If they're in need, then that's what the community, that's what that specific charity exists to do. So we leave that with you. I want to sing a few songs before we go. One of them is The Promise of His Grace. I like the accompaniment for this one, if I can remember it. Can we do this one? This is a Paul Field. I'm doing lots of Paul Field. We finished with a kind of Paul Field tranche of songs.
This one is particularly for the lovely Evelyn Blackman, who is, I can't believe I'm saying this, is 80 tomorrow.
Goodness.
Evelyn, you are extraordinary, and you do not look anything like 80. So bless you, my darling. Happy birthday for tomorrow, and you particularly asked for this one. So here it is for you.
Cross changes through the years. Eternal God, your love comes down to lead us on. So as we walk with you, our every step is holy ground. You are the God of endless love, the Lord of every time and place. You are the hope beyond our humanness. This is the promise
of your grace. And we will seek to know you more in every word of every prayer, and you will keep your timeless faithfulness through every breath. You will be there. You are the God of endless love, the Lord of every time and place. You are the hope beyond our humanness. This is the promise of your grace. If doubts and fears come closing in, we lean on you when strength may fail. And Father God, you pour your spirit down. The clouds will clear, the truth prevail. You are the God of endless love, the Lord of every time and place. You are the hope beyond our humanness. This is the promise of your grace. This is a hope for all the world. The nails that held God in our place. This is the love that brings forgiveness. This is the promise. This is the promise. This is the promise of His grace.
Did you say it was for Chloe as well?
No, Chloe's got the next one, which I'm going to sing.
No, what's the next one?
King of Kings.
And
For Sarah and Dawn Porteous. Three of you ladies have had a tough week one way and another, and so we wanted to sing this song, or Jonathan wanted to sing this song for you three in particular, so to lift you up and to encourage you, King of Kings.
King of Kings, Majesty, God of heaven, living in me, gentle Savior, closest friend, strong deliverer, beginning and end. All within me cries out in praise. Your Majesty, I can but bow. I lay my all before you now. In royal robes I don't deserve. I heaven worship you, God eternal, faithful and true, who bought the nations, ransomed souls, brought the sinner near to your throne. All within me cries out in praise, your majesty. I can't but bow, I lay my all before you now. In royal robes I don't deserve, I live to serve your majesty. Your majesty, I can't but bow, I lay my all before you now. In royal robes I don't deserve, I live to serve your majesty. King of kings, majesty, King of kings, majesty, King of kings, majesty, King of kings.
Wow, people love that one.
And I put that little mistake deliberately in the middle. See, that goes to show I'm tired.
I know you're tired. I think you need to stop.
I get to the point where I go, right, I've had enough. But I
You've
do want to do
sung
one
a
more.
lot of big stuff tonight.
I did.
Really big stuff. So.
And I'm going to want to sing, if I've got it in here, which I wanted to do, and I never remember it. There we are. Paul's version of "God of the Moon and Stars."
Paul's version.
Sorry, my version.
Your
Yeah,
version.
Yeah,
Paul's version of.
of Paul's song. And then we're going home after this one. And this one is for everybody out there. I sing this one for John Bown and Margaret out in Malta. And they'll probably be very late because it's an hour ahead of there, I think.
It is, but they're doing well, holding on.
We'll love hearing from you. God of the moon and stars, God of the near and far, God of the fragile hearts we are, I come to you. God of our history, God of the future that will be, what will you make of me? I come to you. God of the meek and mild, God of the reckless and the wild, God of the unreconciled, I come to you. God of our life and death, God of our secrets unconfessed, God of our every living breath, I come to you. God of the rich and poor, God of the princess and the whole, God of the ever open door, I come to you. God of the unborn child, God of the junkie and the priest, God of the greatest and the least, I come to you. God of the refugee, God of the prisoner and the free, God of my doubt and certainty, I come to you.
And there are many people that we are caring for tonight that we are thinking of. We think of dear Liz Ormiston. We think of Tracy, a year now without her husband and still struggling. We think of our dear friends John and Fiona Dick, grieving for having lost John's dad this week, so soon after losing his mum last year. And we just think of them. We think of Carol Wadsworth and Chris, still struggling with illness. And for all the others of you who are still struggling with illness and hardship.
God of our joy and grief, God of the lawyer and the thief, God of our faith and unbelief, I come to you. God of the wounds we bear, God of the deepest dreams we share, God of our unspoken prayer, I come to you. God of a world that's lost, God of a lonely, lonely cross, God who has come to us, we come to you. And I know, you see, for many of you, you are feeling lost. Martin, if you're listening now, Martin Nordell, I know there are days when things are not great, are they? And what the great thing this song says, that you, me, are the same. We are welcomed in the foot of the cross there. Not of a lonely cross, but the cross is for you and it's for me. And I just want to say that this week that whoever you are and whatever you think you've done, God of our secrets unconfessed, God of our every living breath, we come to you. God of the deepest wounds we bear, the deepest dreams we share, we come to you. And as this week goes into next week, we see, and I'm going to finish now with the usual couple of songs, but I think actually that we just need to know, in a world of confusion, what the Christian message has to say is quite emphatically hopeful rather than hopeless. And there is a massive difference between those two words. Full of hope or lacking completely in hope. And I was listening to the radio just today and they were just saying, oh, and there's this, and then there's this, and then there's this. And you feel full up with hopelessness. What can we do? And they're trusting the next government will have all the answers. And you know, and I know those of you who live long enough will know that's not going to be the case. They may have you tick a few boxes here and do that there and that, but essentially, these problems are going to remain. And so we have to find a way within our own lives of living out that hope. And with gratitude in our hearts, gratitude for the things that we have. So wherever you are, let gratitude today, tonight, be what you remember, and not jealousy. I think it was what he said. He said when envy takes over, gratitude is displaced. And I think that's exactly right. When you haven't got what other people have got, you're envious of their position. But look at what you have right now And God over every living breath. Right now, I'm just happy to be alive. In pain though I am, I'm happy for that. Gratitude is the attitude for me. That's what we can do. Take that way away. Gratitude is the attitude, all right? As we go peaceful in gentleness to the violence of these days. All Paul Field. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways. You want to sing with me or not? No. Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame. God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around his arms. Wherever you may be this week, all right round. May you be by love and gratitude. Did I say gratitude? I think I said gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness. See everyone through heaven's eyes. God hold you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around his arms. May you be known by the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace. Oh, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace.
Thank you everyone so much for joining us tonight. It has been splendid to have you here in our front room with us. We've loved having you. Thank you to JV for ploughing on through tiredness and stiffness and so on, but we've had a precious time.
Thank you so much.
One last thing. The details about the retreat are on the community page already, so you will be able to link on that, and it should be live by tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Book your places. We'd love to see you next week.
would.
Remember, it's you, me, and Adrian and Sue, all in the same room.
Woohoo!
We'll have a great time. God bless you. Have a good week. And remember, attitude, gratitude is the attitude. Good night. Sleep well.